Here's a classic dish you'd order at Oktoberfest, currywurst and fries. It is smoky bratwurst, it is crispy French fries, and it all comes together with a delicious curry ketchup.
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. We'll eat well and save money, because that's what we do. Welcome to Struggle Meals.
The first thing we have to do is work on our potatoes. You want to julienne them since we don't have a potato slicer. And then what you can do is you take 3 of them at a time, and now we'll get our French fry cuts. So I'm going pretty thin with my French fries. I like them thin because thin means more surface area. More surface area means more exposure to hot oil, which means a crispier fry. We're throwing our potatoes into water here. Potatoes are loaded with starch, and the starch that's inside of the potatoes prevent them from getting crispy, unless you remove said starch. While those potatoes soak in the water, let's work on our curry ketchup. So we've got an onion. We're gonna come down through the poles, cut off the Arctic Circle. We're gonna do a nice medium dice. I don't have to be too precise. Great. Let's get some fire on our saucier pan. Who's excited about Oktoberfest? We are. We're gonna hit our onion with a little bit of salt, some pepper. So I've got 2 cloves of garlic here. They're wearing t-shirts. I'm just gonna put my knife over the top and smash it down, and that's gonna make the t-shirt come off. If I take the garlic and I just now rub it between my hands, all that paper pretty much disintegrates right off. We'll smash these cloves open a little more so their natural oil comes out. And we'll throw these into the pot with the onion. Now let's start turning this into a curry. Spice number 1 is curry powder, and this is gonna be our main spice. We're gonna use quite a bit of it. So stirring the spice around here, I want it to see that warm oil. It should become aromatic. All the little oils inside the ground spice should wake up. All right, with the curry powder, we're gonna add paprika, coriander powder, and cumin. We'll mix this around real good. And that's it. Curry ketchup is pretty easy to make, but if you are gonna screw it up, it's gonna be right here. It's these spices burning. Don't let it happen. Once the spices start browning a little bit like this, we could deglaze the pan with some apple cider vinegar. We're making our ketchup now. All right, so we'll mix that around. We'll scrape off any bits on the bottom. We're coming in with some Worcestershire sauce. It's gonna give us deep, dark flavor. That je ne sais quoi. I've got beef broth here. The aromas are both of spice and bright, fantastic vinegars. But it ain't a ketchup without ketchup. Here we go. Effectively, we've made a fortified ketchup. That's what curry ketchup is. While this simmers, I'm gonna start frying my fries. So our potatoes have soaked. Now we gotta dry them off a little bit because water and oil do not like to play nice together. You can see the starchiness left behind in the water. That's exactly what we were hoping would happen. I've got some hot fry oil here. You wanna make sure that oil is hot. So take a single potato and dip it in, and it should sizzle. So let's add some potatoes in, a little bit at a time. Give it a little jiggle, let them be free. We're looking for GBD, golden, brown, and delicious. So I'm very gently moving the fries about in the oil. I don't want them to stick. Depending on how thick you cut the potatoes, the cooking time is gonna change. These, about 7 minutes. Thicker, 13 maybe. Our fries are looking nice and golden. Let's pull them. I'm gonna land them on some paper towel. This will absorb the excess oil. While these are hot, you wanna hit them with salt. One would argue this might be the most important step in French fry making. The curry ketchup has reduced down to a nice, thick, ketchupy consistency. Now we're gonna blend it until it's smooth. Flame off, immersion blender in. So my curry ketchup is nice and smooth, rustic, if you will. I'm gonna spoon it right into a little dipping container. That curry ketchup looks awesome. So our curry ketchup is ready, the fries are ready. Let's heat up some bratwurst. So I'm just gonna cook these for a couple minutes on each side till they're brown because these were already cooked. We're gonna cut these up into bite-sized pieces that are great for dipping. We got our sliced up brat, we've got our crispy french fries, we've got our curry ketchup. Let's make a plate and have a beer. Got some curry ketchup. I like to spoon it into dollops all about the bratwurst. Nice, smells so good. We're gonna hit this with some curry powder over top for a little extra pizzazz. I love the aromas of the curry ketchup. It's $2.75 a serving. Time to dig in. It's gonna be a good bite. It's so good. The curry ketchup is so tangy and spicy. It's like ketchup on steroids, and it pairs perfectly with that bratwurst. Bring french fries into the whole mix, and you've got a power trio.